Please welcome Tampa attorney Ed Page, who has some unique insight on the impeachment inquiry playing out today because you were a member of the impeachment team in the 1990s when President Clinton was impeached. Thank you for joining us.
You're very welcome, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
You can look back at the videotape of President Clinton back when there was videotape, and there is compelling evidence that he committed perjury.
My recollection is that I did not have sexual relations with Ms. Lewinsky, and I'm staying on my former statement about that.
And yet President Clinton was acquitted by the Senate. Tell me why.
And these are two highly regarded constitutional scholars. Impeachment is not just another form of political combat. It's an emergency measure meant to save the democratic foundation on which all other politics unfold. Here's my street lawyer translation. It better be a big deal. If it's not a big deal, we're wasting our time. And this is what I think ultimately Congress, the Senate, in President Clinton's case, may have concluded. That, and you've heard it characterized, and I have for 20 years now, he lied about sex.
Based on where the process with the impeachment inquiry of President Trump is today, what is your best guess in terms of a time frame? When do you expect the House of Representatives to be ready to vote on articles of impeachment if it gets to that point?
Gosh, it would be premature in my opinion, for me to say or for anybody to say, because it seems like, I read the newspapers and that the facts are still unfolding.
What did you learn from the investigation of President Clinton that you think is applicable to what's going on today?
I learned, number one, be careful. When I came to the office, remember we started today's discussion that Linda Tripp had brought in her tapes. So what did we do? We took the tapes down, not at my instance, they had already occurred. It had already gone down to the FBI in Quantico, but I was sent down, go down, interview the person who's a very renowned expert in determining whether the tapes are duplicates or have they been cut or worked with, so to speak. And lo and behold, I'll never forget, it was in the FBI's office in Quantico, and he said, "Ed, your tapes are junk."
Why were the tapes junk?
Because Linda Tripp or somebody else had cut them and taken various parts out of them. We didn't have the original tapes. Never would you send on something that you knew had an issue. And we didn't know what that issue was, and we couldn't solve it that quickly. So we took them all out. But that's the kind of level of scrutiny and detail that you want to take with this, because you're affecting the President and CEO of the United States. Got to be careful. Got to be thorough. Got to be detailed. Your writing has to be impeccable, okay? And right on the money.
Ed Page, thank you for your perspective.
Thank you.